Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video, the rest assured series, right? So in the previous video, we saw from the basics to the intermediate level of rest assured. Okay, now we are going to see the create a framework for rest assured, and we are going to automate whatever things you are going to learn, whatever things you learned in the past videos. We are going to integrate and see how it works. Okay, so normally in real time world they'll be having some framework where we need to write edit scripts or we need to add scripts, right? We have to play with the framework is nothing but a structure, right, of a project. There are some various frameworks in the market, so a company will choose which framework they want based on the demands of the customer and the market needs, right? So they are going to right, choose a framework. For example, we can choose, right, BDD Cucumber framework with SNG. Okay, in the case of you are playing with Java. Okay, we can add, right, Karate framework into that, or Serenity framework into that. Okay, so framework is nothing but a set of rules or guidelines, right, where we need to form the code. It's like when you construct a building, the what way you want a building. So if you are a customer, you only decide, right? So same thing, framework. This is decided based on the project needs and the current demands, right? And the tools, right? The structure is been right, designed, right, formed by the organization. Okay, so normally, if you are a right senior person, you'll create a framework from the scratch, or if you're a junior, there will be already an existing framework where we need to add a code or we need to right execute the code. Okay, let's create a very basic framework and we'll play with that. Okay, and slowly we'll try to add more things into that. Okay, so in the Eclipse, I'll go to file, I'll create a new project as we did in the past, right? So I'll create a Maven project. I click next. I'll create simple project. Click the create a simple project, and I click next. I'll type API, right? API automation. Okay, framework. Okay, so it's a REST assured framework. We are going to use REST assured library here. Okay, so and we are going to integrate with the BDD Cucumber here. Okay, so we'll integrate with the Cucumber here. Okay, so the framework, right, has been created. The Maven, we are going to use a Maven build tool for creating a structure and adding the dependencies. Okay, I already have some dependencies. Let me go and copy that and paste here. Okay, so I'll copy this dependency. I'll add this here in your description of the YouTube also. Okay, let me go and right, copy and paste this dependencies. I'll add this dependencies in the description. No need to worry. Okay, so I've added the rest assured dependency. Then added Cucumber Java. I've added Cucumber test ng. You can try the latest one. If we need to run the JUnit, we can add JUnit also. Okay. I've added test ng dependency. I've added extend report. I haven't stack, right. Then I've added the Jackson data bind to convert from Pojo to the JSON. Okay. I've added all these dependencies in my project, so make sure you are adding all these dependencies to, and with the latest compatibility, we should do it. Okay. Now let me go. Okay, and update the Maven project. So we are going to integrate with TestNG and BDD Cucumber here. Okay, and we are going to use Maven build tool. Okay, so that is the right plan for now. Okay, let me update again and restart my Eclipse. Okay, let me restart my Eclipse so that nothing is missed. Okay, so now, right, I've added all the dependencies. Okay, so now let us create the structure of the project. Okay, the structure of project is very very important, right? So we'll create the structure of the project. So it's divided into src main java, src test java, and src test resources. We are going to play with this. Okay, now I'll add base. Okay, base one package. Okay, let me finish it. Okay, then in src main java I'll add another package. Okay, utilities. Let's slowly see what are the utilities we are going to add it. Okay, sorry, I created a class here. Okay, we'll add an utilities. Normally they'll give com dot organization dot package name. We are just learning, right? I'm just not right going to give too much here. Okay, normally you should give com dot organization name dot or project name dot right base, right? This is a naming conventions, right? We need to give. Okay, if you are working in an organization. Okay, now I'll go to src test java. I'll create another package. Okay, step definition. We are going to integrate BDD here. Okay, cucumber here. Next, I will add one package. Okay, test runner. Okay, next I will go to SRS test resources. I'll add one folder. Okay, properties. Unmet properties. Okay, okay. Okay, now I've added one properties. I'll add one another folder. Okay, reports to store the extent reports. Okay, then I'll want to, if I want to pass the Excel data, right? I'll write pass, right? And write, for example, data. Okay, suppose right in the last video we saw about to read from excel, right? If I want to pass the data from excel, I'll keep this one. Okay, then I'll create another folder futures. Okay, for cucumber futures. Okay, I'll create this folder. Okay, we created all these folders. Now we added the pom.xml. Let me create the class now. Okay, first, right, we need to create the base test. Okay, first class will create the base test. Okay, then for right, giving calling from the config dot property, right, we need to create one class, right, config manager. Okay, I'll create an another class. Okay, we need to create payloads and pojo class, right? So we'll create payloads one class, then we'll have pojo. Okay, we'll create the pojo class. Okay, next, right, in utilities, right, we'll have the enum resource class, right? So we used, right, learned enum, right? We'll add the resource to keep the resource. It's not a class, it's an enum, right? I used an enum here. Okay, next we'll have the right reusable utilities. Okay, we'll keep rest assured utilities. Okay, so I create another class here. Next, create a step definition. Okay, four steps. Okay, then I'll create the runner class here. Test runner. Okay, then I will write test runner I created. Okay, I'll create a future file here. Okay, file first we'll give post dot future. Okay, then I'll create properties find config dot properties. Okay, so I have created the structure of an sample basic structure of the right automation framework here. Okay, so I added the pom.xml dependency, updated it. I created a base package. I created base test, config.manager, payloads, pojo, resources. It's not a class, it's an enum. Okay, and rest assured utilities, post steps class, right? Test run and Java. Then I used a post dot feature. Make sure installing the right Cucumber from the Eclipse Marketplace. You should install Cucumber from the Eclipse Marketplace, right? Make sure you should do it. Okay, that is most important thing. And TestNG should be installed, right, from the Eclipse Marketplace also. Make sure the TestNG and the Cucumber is installed from the Eclipse Marketplace. Okay, so these are all the basic setups you should do, and make sure you are creating a Maven project, or you can use the Gradle project also, that's fine. I use the Maven project. Okay, so install search here, right, and then you install, right, for example, search Cucumber and try to install, right, from the Eclipse. This plugin should be installed. Okay, this and Jerkins, right, both the plugins should be installed. Okay, make sure I'm doing, and also testng should be also be installed. Make sure you're doing both these things. Okay, and adding the pom.xml should be added. Okay, so this is the basic structure of the framework. Hope this video is useful for you. Continue to the follow series. Slowly you start writing the code in this framework. Thanks, have a nice day. Bye.